All right, I'm back. Long time since I was doing this last, but I'm gonna go start again because now I have a little bit of free time on my hands. So I'm just gonna keep on doing this project. I think it's pretty fun, and I hope you enjoy looking at it. So what I want to do today is let's just run our app. So we can upload data, we can view our data, but what if we want to edit our data? So we can upload these data files, but how about we also can edit them through this app? So I'm going to be making another tab here called like edit data or just edit tab or something like that. And then I'm going to be doing, showing all the rows in the data and like selecting them and then deleting and editing and such. So I think today we might not, in this episode or part is going to probably just going to we're not going to get further than just deleting a row because that's the most simplest thing. But we're going to try. So let's go to our code. Our first thing I want to do is actually make a new module. So let's just say new script. And I'm just going to save this right away. And well, I want to do a deletion. That's what I'm going to go for first. But I'll still call this the edit module. So just edit. Fine, edit. And then I'm going to make the module. And I've made a custom snippet here called ShinyMod2, I called it. This is just a module snippet. It gives me all this code. This is called edit UI. You can copy this if you want. You can go to, I think it's in global options. You can make your own snippets. If you want, else just copy this code as it is. All right, that's fine. So I'm just gonna, just like we did here with the upload column, that we have the UI is ordered in such a way that we have a small panel on the side that has like some functionality configurations, and then we have like the main output in a larger configuration on the right. I'm just going to be doing exactly the same here. So wait, am I doing it? Yeah, so it's column. We're going to have a column. We're going to have two columns, and one will be 2. Wait, did I width, right? Yeah, width. And the other one, instead of 6, I'm actually gonna make it 8 because rows on tables they need a lot of space. And here, so we want to be able to choose what data we want to edit. So we will have a select input. So this is actually, it's actually going to be exactly the same way as we have in the app file, where we have this select data select thing. Might actually just copy it, shouldn't I? Well, we're using file names down here, and that's what's going to be inputted here. So actually we're just going to feed in the reactive values object into our soon edit our module. So I'm actually just going to copy this straight out of here. And do not repeat yourself is a tenet of coding. Whoops, but well, that's maybe a good sign that I shouldn't do it, but whatever. But I'm just going to do it, whatever. And I'll remember to put the namespace function here, wrapper around, which comes from over here. Select the dataset, that's correct, and we won't have anything to start with. That's also fine. Then I'm going to be making a action button that says delete. So we're gonna, what's gonna happen is that we're gonna have a table of data. Let's see, I have it here. So instead of this plot, we'll have a table of data. That's the one we chose. And then we can press one row, and then over here we can say delete the button, right? Delete the row that we have chosen, or the rows that we have chosen. So that's just why I'm doing this button right here. So I'm just gonna say you are the delete button, and I'm actually not gonna give it any label, but I'm gonna give it an icon. And I think, how was it? It's icon. Is it cross maybe? I have to check what it was. I can't remember. But this is there's this web page called Font Awesome that has all these icons. You can just use them straight from R. It's in the Shiny package. For Google Font Awesome, if you want to see all the icons you can have. I think a cross is just like an X. That's fine for a deletion button. We'll see. It might not work. All right, and then over here we actually want to use a function or a new package. Actually, something from a new package. So now I'm gonna go to my appr file and I'm gonna say library, and I want a package called dt, which stands for data table, and it's something that's used in JavaScript as well. A lot of web pages use this data table. So this is just like rewritten for R, but it will output the same things and have all of the same functionalities as you could in a JavaScript. What this will allow us is to render a table which is also interactive. So the what's it called? The vanilla shiny table isn't interactive. It's just like a static HTML. While from the DT library we get a interactive table. So that's what we're going to use. And just to make it clear, here table. No, it's data table output. There we go. So this is what we want. What the output ID will just be table. Just keep it simple. We're not gonna worry about the width of this. All right, so I have my UI elements here. So I need to initialize this data straight away. And that's gonna come from the reactive values object that's gonna be fed to this edit module. Great. And so let's just take care of that first. So how did I do it in the appr? Did I just update it? Observe event that the file names come in here, then we update it. Yeah, sure. So that's what I'm just gonna be doing. Okay, now I'm again copying. This is dangerous. Dangerous. Whatever, I'm gonna try it. You can always fix it later, but observe that this file changes, then we update the output, and I think I have to put a namespace here when I update, because it's not outputted or not using the input, we're just changing it, and the text is the same, and then, yeah, great. Then we want to display the table, so let's do that. So I'm gonna say output table render. Oh, and now we also have to do render data table. Very important that we don't use just the render table function. It probably won't even work. Render table. So there's a lot of options we can give to this. I think we don't have to do that right now. How is it I read the data even? Upload is here. Selected is we have the selected here. I'm gonna do it again. Data input data select. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy this as well. I'm not sure this is best practice actually. Are we going to be using this again? Probably are. So you actually want this to be a reactive, and then we have the reactive in the other place. Okay. What we really should have done is that to link the data selection thing. So we have this data select in the app level. We should also have that linked to our edit. Whatever. I'm going to drop that for now. I'm just going to be making a reactive. Let's see. That's just a read. It's just going to read the table, the data select data, right? Good. And here I'm just going to do it like this. Let's see if this works. Just to see if the table or the plot is being outputted. So we want to make a new. So I've done the module right, but I have to insert it into my app file. And so let's do that. Panel title is for what we're just gonna call it edit data. Just gonna call the tab panel this. And we really don't have to do anything else than say edit UI. Edit. I'll give the ID name just edit. And there's no other functions here, right? Nope. And then I have to run it down here. Where's my other? Here's upload. I'll just put it below this one. Edit ID is what is it? I just said edit, right? And I want RV is RV. Great. So that's gonna come from here. I think that's okay. Let's test it. So it read in the. Oh crap. In NS cannot find function NS. Oops, of course. So I'm calling ns somewhere where ns isn't assigned. So of course in this wrapper or in this closure, ns is defined, but we do not have ns defined in the server closure. So what we want to do is just say we can do this. Actually, let's do it right here. We just say session ns. So now ns is called and in the server closure, and then we can use it here in the where we update the input. Let's try it again. So app run app. Okay, it didn't break. I can visualize data. Cannot open the data. Okay, I got this cross. Okay, then Christian's cross. So no data. Cannot open the connection. Of course, you can't open the connection. So what's going wrong here? We have some debugging to do. So it's when I read the data that's what's going wrong, right? So it cannot open this data because this data isn't being updated. But we have observe event file names. And how is this read? This is read here. So I'm not sure what. It's RV observe RV file names. So we observe that there's some changes done to the file names, and then we use those in the update. And why aren't you reading them? So then you read it. That's really weird. How was it in the upload? I can't remember. How did I do it here? In the upload, we can also choose the data here, right? We have the file. No, of course we can't. No, we can't even choose it here. No. It's in the upload that we choose it. So this is kind of a dumb mistake I've done here, right? So I have to use some time to find out what's going wrong. Please yell very, very loudly if you know what I have done wrong. It's hard to think and speak at the same time. But I read it here, file names. This is being fed into this one. So why aren't you RV file names? That's what you observe. RV file names. Observe event RV file names, and it wasn't reading it. Like sometimes I'm just so desperate, I just run it again just to see if it's gonna work. No, it doesn't. Okay, what data? I'm missing iris data, so it should update now. Oh god, where is this shiny tutorial? It should update now if. Oh, it's not here. It's not there either. Ah, crap! I don't have it here even. Shit. Okay. Will you try to? No, it's already. I've already done this. How embarrassing! What was the first thing there? Ah well, I have to. I guess I'll have to make a cut here, even though that's against the rules. But now let's see how we can fix this problem. So see you next time.